Okay, class, ha? Ha? Withheld. Where is that? Number 1, withheld by the lawmaking power. Okay, class. So, let us try to discuss now the nature of elections and political parties in the Philippines. Okay? So, this is all about us. No? This is all about the practice of election and, of course, what are the different political parties here in the Philippines. Okay? So let us take up first, no? First, let us take up the suffrage. Suffrage, as we all know, class, is the right and obligation to vote of qualified citizens in the election of certain national and local officers of the government and in the decision of public questions submitted to the people. Okay? So when we talk about suffrage, it is our right, no? When you reach the age of 18, diba, you are now capable of exercising your suffrage. Pag sinabi nating suffrage, ito yung ating right, no? Because we are in the democratic country and it is one of the exercise of our freedom, no? To vote, no? Diba? To vote and sinong iboboto natin? Siyempre, the qualified candidates, diba? Qualified citizens in the election, no? Whether it is national or local election. Okay? So, suffrage means our right to vote, no? Huwag niyong putulin. Pag sinabi natin suffrage, this means it is our right and obligation to vote. No? Our right and obligation to vote. Okay? And what are the different, no? The nature of suffrage, no? Ano ba yung nature? Ha? Yung, what is that nature? Katangian, yes, characteristics of suffrage, no? So, we have two, no? We have two when it comes to sinasabi ni ano? Bata. Anak ka ba ni ano? Ni Ida? Okay. Si Kumaring Ida pala. Sorry. Wala akong galang. Okay. So, the nature of suffrage, the first one is, it is considered as a mere privilege. No? A mere privilege is, of course, a suffrage which is not a natural right of the citizens. No? Pakibasa nga, Martinez. It is
suffrage is not a natural right of the citizen, but merely a privilege to be given or withheld by the lawmaking
power,
making power subject to constitutional limitations.
Okay. So, dalawa. Yun, no? Yung uri, no? We have mere privilege. It is just a mere privilege, no? Kumbaga, ito ay isa lamang, diba? Sa mga pribilehiyo or the privilege that was given, no? That was given by the lawmaking power, no? And it is always subjected to constitutional mandate or the constitutional limitations. No? May limitations. Kumbaga, yes. Kumbaga, it is just a mere privilege. For example, dito sa atin, lugar, no? Ang pwede lang bumoto, halimbawa, ay mga taga Quezon, no? For example, pwede lang bumoto ay mga taga Quezon because merong isang constitutional mandate na kailangan nilang pagbotohan, no? Especially during the plebiscite or the plebiscito, no? The plebiscite. Halimbawa, hahatiin ang Quezon province into two into two provinces, no? For example, so mga tao lang ng taga Quezon ang pwedeng bumoto. At hindi natin isasama yung mga constituents or the citizens of other provinces. Diba? Kasi ang pinag-uusapan lamang ay tungkol sa Quezon. No? So therefore, taga Quezon lang yung boboto. No? So okay, next, number 2. It is considered as a political right. Catalan.
A political right of which enable every citizen to participate in the process of government to assure that it can truly be said to derive its power from the consent of the government. The principle is the one man, one vote.
Yes. So suffrage enable every citizen to participate in the process of government to assure, no, na that it can truly be said to direct its powers from the consent of the governed, no? So ibig sabihin, it is our political right, no, to vote whoever candidates we want to elect, no? Siyempre, ang principle natin dito o yung tinatawag nating political right is to exercise our suffrage by having one man, one vote. Meaning to say, isa lang ang pwede niyong iboto and at the same time, isang beses lang kayo boboto. Halimbawa, during the national election, diba? May election ng president. So, syempre, isa lang. Halimbawa, pinili nyo ay si BBM. So, yun lang ang ika-count. At halimbawa, pinili nyo si Lenny. So, hindi yun maka-count, diba? So, dapat isa lang. Kaya nga meron tayong mga rules, diba? To be considered when it comes to the counting of votes, no? Pero, hindi tayo ngayon nag-manual, but we have our vote counting machine ang ginamit natin, or the VCM. Wherein, kung sino lang yung ibinoto nyo, yun ang makakount. Pero, kapag nagdalawa kayo ng boto sa president, yes, it will not be counted, no? So, yun yung ruling sa ating national election. Because of the principle that one man, one vote, no? Kailangan isa lang yung iboboto natin. Okay? So, that is the nature of suffrage. Is there any question? May question ba? Am I too fast in the discussion? Okay lang. Okay, so let us try to discuss naman the scope of suffrage, no? We have 5 actually class, no? Scope. Ano-ano ba yung sakop, 'di ba? Yung sakop or saklaw ng ating right and obligation to vote, no? So the first one is of course election, 'di ba? So yung ating right to vote ay ginagawa lang natin tuwing may election, no? So we are doing or we are trying to exercise our suffrage whenever there is an election, no? We have this pagboto. Pumupunta tayo sa mga presinto, 'di ba? Kung saan sino dito ang nakaboto na? Because you are already 18 years old. Okay, so you already exercised your suffrage. So nakaranas ka na ng national election. Okay, so that's good, no? At least you exercise already your suffrage. Okay? So syempre, the first one scope is that we can only exercise our suffrage if there is an election. Okay, Batak, can you please read the election? The first is scope.
Which the people
It is the means
means by
by which
the people choose
Choose?
their officials for definite and fixed, provide and
Periods. Fixed period.
into whom
And to whom
entrust
they-
for the time being as their representative by exercise of powers of government.
Okay, no? So, during the election, this is where, or this is the time that we choose our official or our candidates, no? For definite and fixed periods, okay? So, we all know that during the national elections, no? The fixed period for the presidency is 6 years. And the vice president also 6 years, no? Pero ang mga senator, 6 years din naman, 'di ba? Pinapalitan lang natin sila tuwing national elections kasi meron tayong binoboto na 12 lamang, 'di ba? So to complete the 24, no, the 24 senators ay bumoboto tayo every 6 years or every 3 years ng ating mga senators. Okay? Pero 6 years ang terms nila. But when it comes to congressman or in the House of Representatives, di ba, officials, pinag-aralan na natin yan, no, sa legislative, ilang term sila? Ilang years? 3 years. At ilang term? 3. Okay, katulad din sila ng mga governors, mayor, no, and councilors, no, municipal councilors, 3 years lang. But they can be voted up to ilang terms? 3 consecutive terms. Okay? So yun yung ating mga ine-elect na officials. Okay? Another is, the second one is the plebiscite. So, ginagawa natin or we are trying to exercise our suffrage during plebiscite. Aside from the national, local, or barangay election, we also have the plebiscite. And what is all about the plebiscite? Ano ba itong plebiscite? Nakaranas na ba kayo ng plebisito? Hindi pa, kasi mga bata pa kayo. Ako, old age na, and marami na akong plebiscite na naranasan. Okay? So, the plebiscite, paano ito? Si Artigas. Arcilia, sorry. Sino ang Artiga natin? May Artiga ba? Arcilia. Okay, Arcilia, go ahead. Sapalangan, Milantes. Hindi ko kasi masyado kayong sige. It is the name given to a vote of the people expressing their choice for or against a proposed law or enactment submitted to them. Ay, nadoble. In the Philippines, the term is applied to an election at which any proposed amendment to or revision of the Constitution is submitted to the people for their ratification. No? So, nagkakaroon tayo ng plebisito, yan, kapag may pagbabago sa ating Constitution na gagawin. What is, no, the will of the people? Or what is the voice of the people? Are they amenable for the amendment of a certain section or a certain law, no, is stated in our Constitution? No? So if the people want, no, if the people want a change or an amendment, no, so it will be ratified or it will be accepted, no? Pero kung ayaw ng mga tao, halimbawa, parang nagkaroon na tayo ng plebisito for the division of the province, of the Quezon province, and I think hindi siya nanalo. So, kung hindi siya nanalo, there will be no changes, no, in the Constitution. Okay? Kasi ayaw nilang mahati. Okay? So next, aside from the plebiscite, the third scope of suffrage is what we call the referendum. No? And what is this referendum? Number 3 is what we call referendum. What is referendum? Ano yung tinatawag natin na referendum? So, referendum is the submission of a law or part thereof passed by the national or local legislative body to the voting citizen of a country for their ratification or rejection. No? Panibagong batas na ipaiiral sa ating bansa, no? Halimbawa, okay, sulat ko muna. It is the, submission of the law or of a law. Nakikisuyo ako na. Of a law, submission of a law or part thereof, submission of a certain law or amendment of a certain part of that particular law. No, halimbawa, Republic Act or a certain law RA 10533, no, kailangang i-amend or kailangang idaanin sa referendum or baguhin ang isang batas or i-ratify ang isang batas. So, kailangan i-submit ito for referendum, no? Passed by the national or local legislative, ano nga yung legislative body natin? Legislative body to the voting citizen. Ano nga yung legislative body natin? The Senate and the House of Representatives. Diba? Anong ginagawa nila? What is their gumagawa ng batas? Very good. Si Batak. Making of laws. Ano naman yung judicial? Interpret the law. Diba? They are trying to interpret the law. Sila yung nagpapatupad ng batas or nag-i-interpret, nagsasabi kung ikaw ay mali or tama, no? Kung mali ang ginawa mo, 'di ba? Okay, so that is judicial form of government, no? So, meron tayong executive, legislative, and judicial branch of government. Okay? So, yung referendum is the submission of a law, no, or part thereof passed by the national or local legislative body to the voting citizen. Okay, no, sinasubmit or pinapakita sa tao, binibigay sa mga tao, voting citizens of a country for their ratification or rejection, no? For their ratification or rejection. Okay, for their ratification or rejection. Kung accepted ba yung pagbabago or pagtatanggal ng isang batas, no? Kung accepted ba or not by the voting citizen. No? Siyempre, ira-ratify or you are going to reject it. Okay? So, next, number 4, we have initiative. Initiative. And what is this initiative? No? The fourth scope of our suffrage. What is this initiative? So it is the process whereby the people directly propose and enact law. No? So this is now the process, no? Kung saan the people, okay, sulat ko. It is the process. It is the process by which it is the process, tama ba ako? It is the process whereby the people directly propose and enact the law. Okay. So, ito class ay pinagbobotohan pa rin, no? It is the process na kung saan ang mga tao ay bumoboto sa isang proposed law, no? And for the enactment of that particular law, no? Na ginawa ng ating mga mambabatas. Okay? So that is what we call initiative. And last one, yung number 5 natin is what we call the recall. Ano yung tinatawag natin na recall? It is a method by which a public officer may be removed from office, tinatanggal, no? Halimbawa, elected vice president during his tenure or before the expiration of his term by a vote of the people after registration of a petition signed by a required percentage of the qualified voters. No, nare-recall ang election kasi halimbawa nagkaroon ng dayaan. No? At mas marami yung boto niya. No, mas marami yung boto ng isang candidate. So kaya nagkakaroon ng recall. No? So it is a method. Di ba oras na time na? Hindi pa naman, di ba? Time na? Hindi pa. It is a method by which bakit? Bakit? Anong purpose? Because of the ngayon ba? Hapon? Parang hapon, no? Sige, tapusin na natin dito sa recall, no? So, again, nagkakaroon tayo ng recall, no? Kapag, no, ang isang official ay i-remove sa office. Halimbawa, may mga case na ganyan, yung mayor nare-remove, 'di ba, sa office because of the recall, no, petitioned by the other party, no, or the other candidate, 'di ba? Na it was found out na siya pala yung dapat na maupo. No? Because of nagkaroon ng hindi magandang result, no, ang election. Okay? So nagkakaroon tayo ng recall. So it is a method by which a public officer sulat ko muna, class, ha? May be removed may be removed from office during his tenure or before the expiration. His tenure. Tenure of office, yung ano niya, yung tagal niya, no, ng kanyang panunungkulan. Halimbawa, during his tenure, yung panunungkulan niya is 3 years, di ba? At nahalal siya as congressman, so, mariremove siya, no? Habang siya ay nanunungkulan. Mariremove or bago, no? Bago matapos ang kanyang term. Yes. Before the expiration of this term, by a vote of the people, no? By a vote of the people after registration of a petition. After after a registration of a petition. No? After a registration of a petition signed by a required percentage, signed by a required percentage of the qualified voters. Yes, sasabihin ng mga tao, hindi naman yan ang ibinoto namin. Bakit yan ang lumabas sa eleksyon? Diba? So, kailangan natin magkaroon ng recall or i-count ulit, no, ang boto ng mga tao kung totoong siyang nanalo. So, nagkaroon ng pagka-count ulit ng votes at napatunayan na totoo, 'di ba? Mas marami talaga yung bumoto doon sa kabila, doon sa kalaban. That is why nagkakaroon ng recall, no? Okay, so sige class. Is there any question?
Wala po.
Okay, we will have our next topic, qualifications of voters, no? During our next meeting. Is there any question? Okay, so if there is none, that's all for this afternoon. May meeting pa ako. may meeting ako, no? And so that ends our lecture. Goodbye, class.
Goodbye.